And we are back today, Sooner fans, with a player that you guys might not be familiar with, but I'm here today with Ty. And I'm sorry, you totally just said it to me. And I forgot it. Kubicek? Is that how you say it? Kubicek?
Check. Yep. Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
And Sooner fans, he was a preferred walk-on, and you're from California, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, we're recording this during the Super Bowl, so if you see me go like this because the Chiefs just missed a field goal to go up 10-7, that's what's going on. But yeah, just it hit the field goal post. It gives me flashbacks to OU this year when it comes to kicking field goals, but we ain't going to talk about that. But Ty, go ahead and just we're going to ask the simple question that we ask a lot of our interviewees. Pineapples on pizza. What are your thoughts?
Okay. I used to be a harsh no. Recently, I've begun to be more of a yes. Was it because my girlfriend eats a lot of pineapple on pizza? Yes. But you know what? I will agree. Pineapple can be good on pizza.
All right. I'm not 100% in agreement with that because I don't see
Okay.
how pineapple really mixes well with cheese and marinara because it's sweet. Now, I get it if you're trying to eat more of a Hawaiian style pizza, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a huge pizza person anyway, so that might be my problem.
It's fair. That's
Hey,
fair.
I will
That's
say
fair.
though, when you come to Oklahoma, there are some great pizza places if you ever want to go try some. There's some great pizza places close to Norman that I would totally recommend.
Hey, I will be getting those. I love me some good pizza.
But hey,
Love me
Ty,
some
go ahead
pizza.
and just tell us a little bit more about yourself. I know we were talking about it in the green room. You grew up, in a family where they were Nebraska fans. And we're talking about that whole debacle with Nebraska. But tell us a little bit more about who you are and a little bit about your family.
Well, I'm from Sacramento, California. I've been born and raised here my whole life. I've always loved the game of football. My family's a big football family. My dad played in high school and in junior college. And football has just always been something that I loved. And of course, football, I love middle school. I'm graduating from Capital Christian in Sacramento this year. And I love my church family, River City Christian in Rancho Cordova here. Otherwise, I love playing me some Xbox. Love playing some Xbox and just hanging out with my friends and working out and watching football and playing football.
Yeah. So, what do you play on the sticks? Because I don't know if you've heard, Madden is pretty popular among these OU players, and it sounds like, so far, I have not had anybody, say no to this, but it sounds like Billy Bowman might be the best Madden player. So, what do you play on the sticks? And if you play a little bit of Madden, are you going to try to get to the top on the team?
Well, I used to play a lot of Madden, but I will definitely be playing in the tournaments when those happen because it's just football. It's just football. But otherwise, I do play a lot of Call of Duty, a lot of Modern Warfare. And then Overwatch 2 with the boys. We'll jump on and play all the time.
I feel you on that one. My best friend and I we play Call of Duty all the time on the Xbox. We've been doing a lot of shipment
Nice.
24/7 on the Modern Warfare
Dude,
2. Kind of
best mode in the game.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it frustrates me because the spawns on that map I don't understand them and how
Oh
it
yeah,
works. But that's the fun in it is trying to figure out the puzzle and how to get out of the spawn
yeah,
traps. But yeah.
yeah,
Do
yeah,
you
yeah.
play anything else outside of the Xbox, or are you just an Xbox guy?
I'm pretty much just an Xbox guy. I've always been an Xbox guy. So grew up playing the Halos and everything. So you know how it be.
Oh, oh yeah, and I'm sure when NCAA comes back out with their football game, whenever that might be, because I don't know, they say it'll happen, then it gets pushed out and everything
Yeah.
else. But I'm sure if that ever comes back out, you'll be grinding the sticks on that again as well.
Oh, for sure. Hardcore on that.
Yeah, so we talked about it a little bit earlier in the green room about Nebraska, your family going up there, and it's interesting that you chose Oklahoma maybe over a family favorite destination of Nebraska if you even had an offer there. Why did you choose OU?
Well, for me, it was we made a really awesome connection through my head coach here in high school to Coach Young there in the Soul Mission. And I mean, obviously Oklahoma, I mean, such a storied, incredible program. For me, it was really just it was the best fit, you know, on all out of all the opportunities I had, it was the best fit. It was obviously the top program, best school, best, you know, financially for my family as well. And then of course, you know, when I got to go visit and meet Coach Bedenbaugh and talk with the guys, like it was really just like it was home. Felt like home to me.
Yeah, now is there anything that stuck out about Bill Bedenbough compared to anybody else across college football?
I mean, his track record. He produces, you know, best O lineman in the league, and you know, obviously his lines here at OU have been legendary. It's just always just the best, both as individuals and as a complete unit. And he was also been super awesome to me and my family throughout the process. He was always super ready to answer questions and help us with things. Really, being just super awesome.
Yeah, and we're watching two of them right now in the Super Bowl, and Creed Humphrey and Orlando Brown. So Bill Bedenbough, he does have his fingers all over the NFL, and it seems like NFL coaches and NFL programs, they love his offensive linemen. So that's good for you because you
Mhm.
play a little bit of the offensive line, and you know. What are your expectations going into year one, right? Do you expect to kind of sit there and develop, or are you going to go in immediately and try to challenge somebody for a starting role, whether you get it or not, to even just make that room better?
For me, I just want to grow. I really want to grow as a player, as a person. And if that looks like, you know, developing and taking a year, then that's what that looks like. If it means like the potential to, you know, who knows, maybe even play a little as time goes on, then that's what that looks like too. But my biggest expectations are really just for to grow and get better.
No, I love it. And I talked about it earlier, which, you know, it's crazy because so many Sooner fans, they didn't understand the whole PWO thing. And oh my gosh, they're showing the new
Mm.
Flashpoint Paradox trailer right now. I got to not focus over here. I'm about to go back and watch that because it's got the Michael Keaton Batman all over it. But yeah, no, a lot of Sooner fans don't understand the PWO offers. And, you know, it's something I said earlier, and I don't know if you agree with this, but I feel like the PWO players almost play harder than the scholarship players because you're having to earn a spot on the team, right? You're having to go out there and potentially earn a
Mhm.
scholarship. And it creates competition in that locker room. And yeah, you're not from Oklahoma, but you still are a PWO. And so you're going to go out there and you're going to drive these other guys in that locker room to be better. And let's be honest, there's still a potential opportunity that you might take someone's job because, well, people get too comfortable. And so guys like you definitely go in there, shake up the locker room, and make this team better. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize about the PWOs. And you only get the 85 scholarship players, but it's important to get up to that. I think it's like a 115 number just total because you don't want
Mhm.
anybody getting comfortable in their spot. And you know, you talked about it earlier, and a little bit about your faith. It's the same thing there, right? You know, not creating a level of comfortability in your life and always continuing to stretch and grow yourself. That's how you become better, just as a person, but also on the football
Yeah.
field as well. So, I don't know if you agree with any of that,
Yeah.
but you know, I think the PWO role is so important, and sometimes even
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
important than a scholarship role.
Oh yeah. No, I think, you know, for a lot of guys, it's like, you know, hey, it's for a lot of guys, like for like me, like it was that like one opportunity, you know, like to like Coach B, like he gave me that shot, you know, and for me, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna take that shot. And for I know a lot of guys, they tend to come in with like a chip on their shoulder, and that's gonna be me, you know. I'm because the other day I love football still, you know. I'm not just there just because I'm like on scholarship or I have or anything like that. Like I'm there because I love football and I want to get better. Um, and obviously I love OU. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's awesome. Going into a little bit about your recruitment, I like to ask a lot of recruits this. Was there a specific recruiter that just had the best jokes or was funny overall?
Oh, I'm trying to think. Um, well, when I came out to visit, I mean, a guy that was really just fun to be in conversation with was Coach Hill, Drew Hill, with the recruiting staff on campus. He was just fun to talk to. One of those guys that we like really just made conversations with, and we happened to have some connections out here from his time at Fresno State, but he was just like he was just funny, like the kind of guy that's like you don't really have to know really well to just kind of laugh with him about stuff. So I definitely love talking with him. Yeah.
No, I don't think a lot of people know who Drew Hill is. If I remember correctly, he's the director of player personnel and recruiting, if I remember correctly. If I got that right?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah. So for Sooner fans who don't know who that is, that's what they do. He works with totally dropping the ball on her name as well. But they work
Lee Davis. Yeah.
yeah, Lee Davis. They work together, setting up visits, trying to get film out to the coaches, things like that. They work on all the recruiting stuff behind the scenes. They're probably the people that put in the most work. These coaches just got to make pitches,
Hmm.
right? It's the people that do all the behind the work scenes that really put in a lot of work and effort to be able to help the team grow and definitely get some new players on the team. But what are you doing on a Friday night? What are you watching? Are you watching rom-coms, action movies? Are you doing a little bit of anime? Because I hear that's popular now among college athletes that they're getting into that. I was told the other day by Nigel Smith here in the 2024 class that, listen, if you're not, or no, it was James People, the 2024 running back for OU. If you're not, if you don't like anime, you haven't watched the right one yet. So is there a specific genre of movies that you like to watch on a Friday night?
I think I think like when to be fair, I'm not into anime, just not my thing. But like when I like if I'm just chilling at home and I'm just need something to watch with my family, my friends, whatever, I'll always put on like a good show like The Office. The Office, Parks and Rec, Community, or like some of my favorite just TV shows just to watch because I just think they're hilarious. But yeah, that's probably me.
Hey, that's okay. TV shows are great too. I've been binging. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's called Suits. It's a TV show. You can watch it on Prime Video actually,
Mm,
but it's about a guy named Mike Ross. He's a pretend lawyer, I guess is what you want to say. Fake lawyer practicing law for one of the biggest law firms in New York. It's great. It's a great show. So if you ever need shows, I also recommend
nice.
New Girl.
Hey,
I'm a
I'll
little
check it out.
weird. But New Girl, great show. Make
I
you
can't.
laugh.
I tried. I tried to watch New Girl, but it was like 5 or 6 episodes in. I was just like, I just couldn't do it. I just didn't think it was as good. And
So I
it's just
started
my
watching
opinion.
it because there was this girl that I liked that liked New Girl. And so I needed something to talk to her about.
Oh,
And so I started watching New Girl. And then after like season one, I was hooked. And moral of the story, I did not get the girl. I am engaged to a different girl. But yeah, no, I tried to watch that to get something in common, and I ended up getting hooked and watched it all. And I work from home, so I play a lot of stuff in the background to create background noise and things like that. So
for sure.
it was
Yeah.
pretty great. But when you're in the gym, you're working out, or you're driving down the road, taking a long road trip, what is an album that you are listening to with no skips?
Ooh, an album.
An album. So if you're a Taylor Swift
Um.
fan, no shame over here.
Uh, shoot. Well, I'm trying to think here. I do love. Well, he was just playing the national anthem. I do love Chris Stapleton.
Ooh, that's a good
Um,
one.
I'm a country music guy myself. So I love me some Chris Stapleton, some Luke Combs, some Morgan Wallen. Um, when I'm working out, I do love some Metallica, some good rock, when I'm
Okay.
working out. Yeah.
Okay. So
Album,
you mentioned Luke
I can't
Combs.
put a finger on a specific album though. Yeah,
Oh, well, you mentioned Luke Combs. You can listen to any of Luke Combs' albums on repeat. No skips.
obviously.
All of
Yeah.
his music. Did you get to go to his concert? Has it came through California yet?
No, he came through Lake Tahoe last fall. Um, I did not get to go. One of my high school coaches went though, and he said it was phenomenal.
It's the best
Um,
concert I've ever been to.
I really want to go to one. I've been to two recently. I went to Luke Bryan 2 years ago, which I thought was pretty well. I thought he did that. I thought he had a pretty good concert. And then I went to Morgan Wallen when he came through California as well. Um, but yeah, I have not been to a Luke Combs concert yet, but I will be.
Yeah, no, I totally recommend it. Luke Combs is not sponsored the podcast, but I will tell anybody, listen, go to a Luke Combs concert. It was incredible. My fiance loves Morgan
Hey, who
Wallen.
knows?
She's been to Morgan Wallen. She actually bought us Morgan Wallen tickets again because he's coming back through Oklahoma
Nice.
City. But no,
Oh,
so
nice.
far no one's topped Luke Combs. I went to Toby Keith, or not Toby Keith. Keith Urban
Mm,
a couple months ago too. It was good. Not Luke Combs good. Luke Combs was a straight party. You know all the songs. You're able to sing along to all of them.
yeah,
The arena was packed.
yeah.
Everybody was singing. It was great.
Well, and I hear he just sounds really good in person. Like, some
He
artists sound
does. He
really like
sounds just
eh
like he
in
does on that
person,
on the
but I
song, like on
but
the
I
recording.
heard he sounds just like on the radio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like he does when he's in the studio, which is great because you don't really get a lot of that anymore. There's so much auto tune and stuff that's used on
Yeah.
uh, people's voices. When they get in person, you're just so disappointed. That's why I'm curious to hear Rihanna today and see if she actually sounds like what she really does. Because when you're in the Super Bowl, it's a little bit harder to use that auto tune to the effect that you use it in the studio. So,
For sure.
what is your
For sure.
favorite
For sure.
sport outside of football?
Favorite sport outside of football? Um, I do I do love basketball. Just probably yeah, I think it probably basketball. I played my freshman and sophomore year. And being from Sacramento, obviously, huge Kings fan. This is the year we're breaking the playoff drought, like
Maybe,
which is
maybe.
like it's I may knock on wood, obviously. Can't speak too soon. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, definitely growing up a Kings fan, definitely. And my dad also loves basketball, and so I've always grown up playing basketball and football.
Okay.
So
All right. I dig it. I dig it. I'm a Thunder fan and a Knicks fan. So I was a Knicks fan before a Thunder fan. So I was
mm,
talking to
gotcha.
another player earlier, and I was like, "Listen," because he's rooting for the Eagles today. I'm like, "Do not take away the
Yeah.
championship stuff from me right now, because OU ain't won a championship in forever. The Thunder haven't won an NBA championship.
Yeah.
The Knicks haven't won one in a long time. I'm a Kansas City Royals fan. So the last time we were in the World Series was 2015. Listen, I am not in a good spot. The Chiefs are all I got right now. So
Yeah.
speaking of the Chiefs and the
Yeah.
Eagles, I'm assuming you're not watching the game. So I'm assuming you don't know the score. Who you got winning?
Well, it's
People are going
funny
to go back
because
and watch this. They're going to be like, okay,
I don't know because it's funny because being from Northern California, I'm a Niners fan, right? And so I dislike these teams equally because they have equally made me cry in the last 3 years here. So objectively speaking, I think the Eagles will win.
you want the Eagles to win so you
What's
can
the
say
score?
you guys lost to the Super Bowl champs.
I, I don't. I don't want them to win, but I think they will win. That's hey. What
You
is
know, the
it?
Eagles have a really good
Let's check the
offense.
schedule quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's 14-7. Eagles are on 3rd and
14-7.
8 right
Okay.
now, back on the 36
Okay.
yard line. The Eagles have a good offense, but listen, the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs defense, when you need them to show up, they show up.
They
I
show
think I
up.
told you earlier,
Yeah.
I reference them a lot to the OU defense of the more recent years where, listen, they'll play terrible all the way up to the point where they just absolutely need to make plays. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah. I
and
know. Yeah, that's really
you
true.
know, if you're the Chiefs, you have to go down at halftime because Patrick Mahomes does his best work when he's down.
That's what he does. That's what he does. I
So
don't.
if the
He's
Chiefs
something.
come back,
He's something special.
oh yeah, if the Chiefs come back and like let's say they get down because it looks like the Eagles are driving. Let's say they get down 14 to by 14 points at halftime, and they come back and win that. You have to start talking about the strategy has to be to get Mahomes the lead by 7 the entire game, and then take it from him right at the end. So he's
Yeah.
not playing from behind. But then if you give him 13
Yeah.
seconds on the clock, he'll just drive it down the field and kick the field goal.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
I I swear it was like watching the Super Bowl when the Niners were playing him, and I was just like the Niners D line obviously is like he was incredible and best D line in the league, and they'd be right there and right there and right there, and he would just make one quick move and throw the ball 30 yards down the field to Kelsey, and I would just be
why?
like
Told you,
so
Kelsey
you know
is that
what can you do?
dude. I don't know if he's the best tight end
Hmm.
ever. I think that still goes to Gronk, but Kelsey's pretty dang good.
I think he's the best pass catcher in recent years. Like when it comes to like who are you throwing the ball to? Like when you need a catch and you need some yards, it's like I don't think there's anyone that beats him in recent years.
No, and
Last 2 or 3 here.
and the Eagles just hosed themselves. They were on a 3rd and 1, easily could have gotten it. It was like 3rd and inches, really, and they just false started. So it's gonna be 3rd and 6.
I was about to say the good old QB snake. Can't beat it.
Good old QB. I don't even wait. Was Jalen Hurts even in there? I don't even think Jalen Hurts was in that play. It didn't look like it. If he was really hidden behind all the players. They were doing one of those jumbo formations where they got everybody in a circle there. So who knows? I'm hoping the Chiefs do something like they did last time where they do ring around the rosy and run up to the offensive line and
No,
Jalen Hurts just fumbled it.
I clowned all my
Touchdown
friends that were
Chiefs.
Raiders fans. I clowned so hard. Really?
Touchdown Chiefs on the defense. Scoop and score. You
Well,
see the
you were talking
reaction
about the
here from a
defense.
non-Chiefs fan, folks. This is what the Chiefs do.
Well, you were talking about like the defense. Like sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not, and then they scoop and score.
Jalen
Oh
Hurts
man.
fumbled it. Like he was trying to switch hands and yeah. Nick Bolton takes it into the house, scoop and score. Let's go. Hey, that means that offense is going to be really fresh when they have to come back out here and 2 drives to go out there and score a touchdown
Yeah.
before the half
Oh
starts.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as we start to wrap up, because my fiance's hitting up my cell phone because she
Hey.
listen. I'm going to use this word really lightly. We got a new puppy. I'm going to use that really lightly. We did not get a new puppy. I have mine right here, and he's enough. She decided to go get a small dog the other day, and she wants to take over my parents' house tonight. So she's been blowing
Oh
up my
man.
phone.
Hey,
I'm like,
gotta answer the call.
gotta answer the call. Gotta answer the call. Is there anything you want to go ahead and say to Sooner Nation before I let you go? Listen, I know we're going to have you back on the podcast because once you get here to Norman,
For sure.
it's all
For
game
sure.
from here. So, is there anything you want to
Oh,
go ahead and
for
say
sure.
to Sooner Nation now before we let you go?
I'm so incredibly thankful to be a part. I mean, the support, even just looking on Twitter and like to say that I'm this kid from Sacramento he's been under the radar, under recruited, underrated to get the opportunity to come and join one of the best programs in the nation, and just the incredible support from like just from all these people just saying, we're so excited to have you. You're so welcome here. Can't match that. I'm so incredibly thankful, Sooner Nation, to all the coaches for the opportunity. Thank you, Preston, for having me on the show today.
Hey, appreciate you coming on.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Can't
well,
wait to get to work.
yeah. Listen, I'm just gonna be honest right now. Oklahoma summers, they're something different. It's really humid out here.
Oh, I know.
And you'll get those 100-degree days. Schmitty's going to put you guys on the rugby fields. I'm just going to be honest. It's not going to be fun. There's going to be some days where you're like, why did I do this? But at the end of the day, when you're playing for a national championship, it'll all be worth it.
Worth it. Yes,
All
sir.
right. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Guys, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys continue to want to see interviews like this one, it's extremely important that you guys do something that's completely free to you. Hit the like and subscribe button. Jump down the comments below. Let us know what you guys think. Listen, if you guys have questions for Ty, go follow him on Twitter. I will drop his socials down in the description below. I'll also drop his 247 Sports profile so you guys can go down there and look at it as well. But until next time, see you guys later.